we're so glad to see you again. I'm Jenny Remsberg.
And I'm Chrys Howard, and we're so glad you found us on It's a Mom Thing, our YouTube channel. We're still a little bit new, but
we're still new.
Yeah,
I think they probably know we're still newbies, but you know what? We're excited to be here. We're excited you've tuned in to join us, and we hope that you'll just give us grace.
Yeah, we'll get used to it, and we're getting better. But I mean, in full disclosure, I literally just flew in, got off an airplane, ran in, Jenny ran in, and here we are. So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you just run in the mirror, work for it, because we got great stuff to tell you. And that's the bigger picture. That's the more important thing, is what we have to share with you. Not just how we look, but we do want to make it easier for you. So we tried to fix it a little bit.
I just want to take a minute to breathe. All of you moms out there will get that for sure. It's back to school time. So you're in that little wave of excited that everybody's back in school.
Or that big one.
And glad that we have some kind of routine going. And let's take a breath, because we've been through the first couple of weeks and it's all rolling now.
And and we're taking a breath because we've just like came in on two wheels. She said, she just flew in like from the West Coast. I just drove in, or did the back, what do you call it? Backstroke.
Yeah.
Got it. Because it's been so much rain around here.
That's right.
So anyway, we're glad to be here with you. We're all going to settle down now, take a deep breath, and just welcome you.
Thank you for being here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about school year success, because we are at the beginning of the school year. And that's the thing that's kind of on the top of our brains as moms, is that our kids have a successful year. Now, we are in no way the helicopter parenting moms or support that in any way. We want our kids doing their own thing. We want them calling us as little as possible.
And you have to say, this is my first year ever not to have anyone in school. Anyone. Because I have 3 that have graduated college and post-grad, and 1 that did a year of college and is still taking a break this time, trying to figure out what he wants to do. So I have to say, I'm looking around at everyone else just going, bless you, bless you, bless y'all. I'm really happy.
Well, for me, and Jenny hasn't started this process yet, I still have grandkids in school. So I still love being a part of their school activities and watch them play all their sports and help them a little bit with homework if they need help. As a former teacher, I can still answer a few questions. So anyway, we've got a few tips for you to maybe help your school year be a little bit more successful. And we want you to remember this. They all start with the letter S. So that will make it a little bit easier.
That's right. We're leaving summer behind and we're coming into the school year, so we've got all S's.
Well, the first thing to remember, and you all know this, we're just saying it for the benefit of everybody to be reminded, limit that screen time that your kids have. That is like the hugest, that's the biggest thing. All summer long, we interviewed dads on a radio show, and the number one thing that they said that they face with their children is the screen time that their kids have, and helping their kids monitor that. So there's some rules you might need to lay down, like all the phones coming to the kitchen at a certain time at night. Certainly at meals, no screen time. We need to visit and get to know each other. So limit that screen time.
All of our dads, every single one of them said if they could change anything, if they could impact the world in any way, it would be through what's going on with technology. So do be aware. I mean, like we said, we're not helicopter parents, but this is where parents need to rise up and be parents. The second one is, let's remember, school is their job. It's not our job. We're there to coach them through it. We're there to equip them, encourage them, but not do it for them. And I know that's hard for some of you, but you're gonna have to take a step back because it's what's best for them.
That's right. Cheer them on, but let them do their work.
That's right.
All right, the third thing is, remember this is another S. Sleep does matter. So help those kids get a little bit of a routine into their life with getting to bed on time and getting up on time. And here's an important thing too for your kids who are older. Let them be responsible for getting themselves awake in the morning. That's part of that sleep process and learning how to do things on their own.
And like you said, it's a process, so don't get discouraged. It is a process, and one alarm may work better than another alarm, so don't get discouraged, but do try to enable them, help them to realize how important it is for them to get themselves up. The next one is set goals. You know, we want to help our kids have a realistic school year, have goals that they can look toward, not unrealistic that make them feel like they're a failure or they've already messed up before they've begun. We want them to feel positive, encouraged. So let's set some goals that will help them feel like they're capable, like they are winning.
Right. And another thing that goes along with setting goals is to remember that schedules matter, and they do make a difference. Part of that setting goals mentality is having some order in your life. So these two things are things that you might want to sit down with your kids and say, okay, what are some goals that you have for yourself this school year? Let them verbalize that. What do I want to learn? What does that child want to get out of this school year? Not just reading, writing, and arithmetic, but maybe making better friends or making better choices, those kind of things.
And those kind of things, when they do it well, those kind of things help them gain confidence.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want more than anything, is to help our kids be equipped and feel confident in what they do. Part of that, I remember with my kids, whenever I had things to do the next day, we would have their clothes laid out at night. If we made lunches, the parts that we could make ahead of time were made, already packaged up. Things were at the door. So the next morning we weren't saying, where's my shoe? Where's my backpack? Everything, all the homework was checked. Everything was by the door.
That's absolutely the best, and we try to do that in my home as well. But let me say one more thing about the schedules. That's another thing you may want to sit down with them and let them have their own calendars to help write out when you have this, when you have that, when this is due, when that's due, and that helps them set those goals and then to be able to finish them out.
When my kids were in high school, they had the school gave them planners because they expected them to learn to write things down, check them off, and the part about planning the night before is a part of your scheduling.
That's right.
That is a very important part. I think that the more that there's going to be so many open variables, so many things you can't control. Try to control the things you can, or at least make a plan for them, so that when the unexpected comes up, it doesn't put everybody into a tailspin.
Right.
The last one, but the most important one, is definitely be deliberate about seeking God. Take time in the morning, like we've talked about before, time in the car, the van, the vehicle, whatever. That time in the vehicle is precious. On the way to school, when my kids were younger, one of them would read the proverb on the way to school. It's just precious to do that in the morning. If you can at night, when they're getting ready to go to bed, have some prayer time. You know, around the table, good things, bad things. Bring the Lord into these things. Make Him a daily part, applicable part of their world.
And that one goes right into the project we have for you today. This is the little box that I made for all of my grandchildren. And it doesn't cost that much. In fact, it really costs very little at all. This was a very cheap pencil box. I bought it at Walmart. And on the front of it, I put Allie, that's one of my granddaughters, box of pencils. Except for pencils, I let each one stand for a different thing.
I will be Vanna.
So pencil stands for prayers, then E, encouragement, N, notes, C,
here we go.
Cheers, I, inspiration, L, love, and S, scriptures. Because I explained to all of them that I want them to have a place to save the things that people give them this year that relate to inspiring them or encouraging them to honor God or to learn about God. And then inside, this is very simple. All you need is your little rubber cement and a glue gun. And as Jenny has taught me so well, Pinterest, where you can go print off just millions.
I'm the queen of scripture cards. You can go on Pinterest and you can look up any scripture, just type it in, and beautiful cards come up. I print them out, I cut them up, and there are scripture cards literally everywhere.
Yes.
Where I work at Life Choices, our volunteers have scripture cards all the time for them to put up on their mirrors, in their car, anywhere.
Not just scriptures, quotes, and this is the to-do list, which is super fun. The first thing is spend time with Jesus, with a scripture. Okay, so I did that. We're moving along kind of quickly so you can get everything. And then I had all these different kind of papers available.
Now, did you cut these with the fun scissors?
See,
I have those too.
And then I glued them with the rubber cement. So they kind of have a neat little stand-up kind of feel. So I told the kids I put several in here for them, and they're twofold purpose here.
They can put them in their locker.
Put them in their locker.
Yes.
Put them on their mirrors, or they can hand them out to their friends. So each box was filled with several of these little fun things.
I love it.
Then
This is all up in my Kool-Aid.
Then I put a couple of note cards. And this is to encourage them to write somebody that they hang around with, or a teacher or somebody. And I told them, before this semester is over, use these to have encouraged somebody else.
I love that.
Yes. And the
Yes.
last thing I put in, who doesn't love a new notebook? I do. You know that.
She loves a new notebook.
A little notebook and a pen for them to just write things that they think about as in the school year. So this will be an entire year of their little journaling.
Journaling. You can do it.
Yes, absolutely. So that is my little pencil box that I gave the kids. Now, if your kids are not, now this is my 16-year-old, so there's no limit on age on this. But if this isn't something that you want to do with your kids, it's absolutely something awesome if you teach a Bible class or teenagers or little kids or anything. They'll all love to get it. You can also put a couple of little pieces of candy in there.
I love anything that will encourage those around us. You cannot put a price on that, and it just is not that difficult. Just let your mind create something that works for you, but be intentional to be encouraging. You know something else that would go good in there?
What?
Some mints, because we all want to have a nice breath.
Absolutely. There's so many things you can do with this. This is just some ideas.
That's
all we have to share with you today. We hope your school year is a huge success.
Yes.
And we look forward to hearing from you guys. To comment to us. Let us know what you think about our YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.
And we're pretty excited about all the new topics that we're working on coming up. So be sure to stay tuned to our channel. Check back with us. There's lots of other resources on our channel because we have our radio shows on our channel by topic, and we have other videos. So just shop around and check us out. We're so glad that you've been with us today. You guys take care. We'll look forward to being with you again. And make sure you click the notification bell.
See you next time.